Welcome to Speaking Practice. Today we're going to practice talking about food, drink, and shopping using countable and uncountable nouns with some, any, and lots of. Here's how it works. I'll ask you a question, then you'll hear a pause. During the pause, answer out loud. After the pause, you'll hear a model answer. Don't worry if your answer is different. There are many good ways to answer. We'll start easy with short answers, and then move to longer descriptions. Ready? Let's go. Let's start with quick, single-sentence answers. Question 1. Is chicken countable or uncountable?
Chicken is uncountable.
There's bread on the table. Say it with some.
There's some bread on the table.
Are there vegetables in Emma's basket? No.
There aren't any vegetables in her basket.
Does Simon buy fruit for snacks?
Yes, he gets some fruit for snacks.
Are eggs countable or uncountable?
Eggs are countable.
Emma always buys chocolate. Say it with lots of.
She always gets lots of chocolate.
Ask if there is fish in the fridge. Use any.
Is there any fish in the fridge?
Does Ryan buy frozen food?
No, he doesn't have any frozen food in his basket.
What does Tom buy for dessert?
He's got some ice cream for dessert.
Mike buys a lot of cold drinks like cola. What's the word?
He buys a lot of soft drinks.
Is there rice in Emma's basket?
No, there isn't any rice in her basket.
Say you enjoy pasta. Use I really like.
I really like pasta.
Are there sweets in Simon's basket?
No, there aren't any sweets in his basket.
Say you bought fruit this morning. Use I bought some.
I bought some fruit this morning.
Great work. Now let's try longer answers, 2 to 3 sentences. Take your time. Mike has children. What's in his shopping basket? Mention 3 or 4 things.
There's lots of food in Mike's basket. There's some bread, pasta, meat and a lot of soft drinks. There are also some sweets and some tomato ketchup.
Emma works long days. What's not in her basket, and what does she buy instead?
There aren't any vegetables in Emma's basket, and there isn't any rice or pasta. Most of the food she buys is microwave food. She always gets lots of chocolate.
Simon is the healthy one. What does he buy? Mention meat, vegetables, and what he drinks.
Simon usually buys chicken and vegetables, like green beans and salad. He gets some eggs for breakfast and some fruit for snacks. He also gets a lot of oranges so he can make fresh juice every morning.
Ryan loves food. What's in his basket today? What does he hate?
Today Ryan's got some fish, potatoes and vegetables. He's got some fruit and ice cream for dessert too. He doesn't have any frozen food in his basket, he hates it.
Look at your fridge at home. Say 2 things that are there with some, and 2 things that are not there with any.
Well, there's some milk and some cheese in my fridge. But there isn't any juice and there aren't any eggs.
Name 2 countable food words and 2 uncountable food words. Use them in sentences with some.
Eggs and bananas are countable. I've got some eggs and some bananas. Rice and bread are uncountable. There's some rice and some bread in the kitchen.
What dishes can you make with chicken and rice? Mention 2 or 3.
You can make a curry with chicken and rice. You can also make a chili with beans and meat. Or you can make roast chicken with some salad.
Imagine you went shopping yesterday. Say 2 things you bought and 1 thing you didn't buy. Use some and any.
I bought some bread and some cheese yesterday. But I didn't buy any milk because I had some at home.
You're having a party. What food do you need lots of?
For a party, I need lots of soft drinks and lots of sweets. I also need some fruit and some ice cream for dessert.
Your friend asks, "What have you got in your basket?" You're at the supermarket. Answer with 3 or 4 items.
I've got some chicken, some vegetables and some rice. Oh, and there's also some chocolate. I always get some chocolate.
Excellent. Now let's try something bigger. I'll give you a hint about what to include, then ask you a question. Try to answer with 4 to 6 sentences. Now, a bigger challenge. Try to mention why Mike buys lots of food. What's in his basket? Bread, pasta, meat, soft drinks, vegetables, sweets, and tomato ketchup. Use some, lots of, and a lot of. Mike is a busy parent with children who are always hungry. Describe his shopping basket.
Mike has children who are always hungry, so there's lots of food in his basket. There's some bread, pasta, meat and a lot of soft drinks. There are also some vegetables for pasta sauce and some sweets for the children. Oh, and there's some tomato ketchup, of course. His girls can't live without that. I think he's a busy parent who shops for the whole family.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. Next challenge. Try to mention what meat he buys, what vegetables he gets, what he eats for breakfast, what he drinks, and what is not in his basket. Use some, any, and a lot of. Simon is really careful about what he eats. Describe his shopping basket and explain why he's healthy.
Simon is really careful about what he eats. He usually buys chicken and vegetables like green beans and salad. He gets some eggs for breakfast and some fruit for snacks. He also gets a lot of oranges so he can make fresh orange juice every morning. There aren't any sweets or soft drinks in his basket. I think that he's very healthy.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. One more challenge. Try to mention what Emma buys: frozen food, microwave food, chocolate, bread, cheese. Then say what Ryan buys: fish, potatoes, vegetables, fruit, ice cream. Say what each person doesn't buy. Use some, any, and lots of. Compare Emma the workaholic and Ryan the food lover. How are their shopping baskets different?
Emma and Ryan are very different. Emma works long days so she doesn't have any time to cook. She buys mostly frozen food and microwave food. She also gets lots of chocolate and some bread and cheese. Ryan loves food and cooks every evening. He's got some fish, potatoes and vegetables for a delicious dish. He doesn't have any frozen food in his basket. He hates it.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. And one more. Imagine a shopping basket with lots of fruit, salad, eggs, chicken, juice, water, beans, and rice. There aren't any sweets, soft drinks, or chocolate. Try to describe the basket and guess what kind of person this is. Use I think that you're and I don't think that you. Look at this shopping basket and guess what kind of person buys these things.
Well, there's lots of fruit, some salad, some eggs and some chicken. There's also some juice, water, beans and rice. There aren't any sweets or soft drinks, and there isn't any chocolate. I think that you're a very healthy person. I don't think that you like sweet food. You probably cook at home every day.
Good. Now try again. Use some ideas from the model answer if you like. Now let's talk about your real life. This time, speak about yourself. Now let's talk about your real life. Think about the last time you went shopping for food. What did you buy? Mention vegetables, fruit, meat or fish, drinks, and any snacks or dessert. Use I bought some. I didn't buy any, because, and lots of. Try to say 5 or 6 sentences. What did you buy the last time you went shopping for food? Here's an example of how I would answer this.
Well, I went shopping at the supermarket on Saturday. I bought some chicken, some rice and lots of vegetables. I also got some eggs and some bread. I bought some fruit, bananas and grapes, and some juice. I didn't buy any sweets because I'm trying to be healthy. But I did get some ice cream for dessert.
Now try one more time with your own answer. Okay, last question. Think about your typical shopping basket. What food is always there? What food is never there? Are you a healthy person, a food lover, a busy person, or a parent? Use, there's always some. There isn't any. I always get lots of, and I think that I'm. What does your shopping basket say about you? Here's an example of how I would answer this.
Well, there's always some coffee and some bread in my basket. I can't live without those. I always get lots of cheese and some pasta. There's usually some fruit and some vegetables, but there aren't any soft drinks. I only drink water and coffee. I always get lots of chocolate though. I think that I'm a bit like Emma. I'm busy, but I really like good food. I go shopping at the supermarket twice a week.
Now try one more time with your own answer. Amazing work! You just practiced talking about food and shopping from single sentences all the way to full descriptions. That's real progress. A tip for you: next time you go shopping, try to name everything in your basket in English. Say, "I've got some," for each item. It's great practice. See you next time on Speaking Practice. Keep talking.